Hello YouTube and YouTube subscribers, this is Natasha Gates here, and right now I am experiencing some really high anxiety. I tried calling a few people to feel better and it's not working. So I figured I would just do a real-time anxiety attack video. So it's one thing talking about it when you're not having it, but then when you talk about it when you're having it, it's completely different. So before this was happening, I ate, which I shouldn't have eaten, because if I eat too early in the day, I get completely nervous. It just bothers my stomach and I just can't eat during the day. Or the morning. I know that there's more to that. And I know what it's called, and it's just so hard to deal with physical symptoms that are uncomfortable from eating alongside having bad anxiety. So now I'm having stomach upset, GI upset too, gastrointestinal, if you don't know what GI means. So basically, right now I feel like I have to go to the bathroom really bad, and I have a stomach ache, and my heart is wanting to beat super fast, palpitations, feeling jittery, and just kind of not knowing where my mind's at. And I'm just in survival mode. I'm just trying to survive these feelings and to get past them. So I did take more medication. So I have a lot going on right now. So I know that I can look at the situation as, yes, this is appropriate anxiety per my situation. So if this were to just happen for no apparent reason, and I'm just kind of what the heck, it would be different. But I know that I can breathe, I guess, and just tell myself, I know why I'm anxious. But I'm just feeling waves of sadness that I can't even express because I'm so numb, right? So if you looked at my other video about alexithymia, that's where you can't describe how you feel. And it's very hard to feel emotion. So when I feel anxious, I can feel anxious. I just can't feel anything else. And then I start to feel sad, my body starts to want to feel sad. But then it blocks off. I can't express anything else but fear. And worry. And I just feel scared. I'm sick and tired of feeling scared all the time. I just don't know what to do anymore. This is my safe chair that I sit on. It's my recliner that's in the corner of my living room, whatever you want to call this room. Right now I feel I want to cry. And I can actually bawl my eyes out, but I can't. Because I just don't have any feelings. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I just want someone here with me to tell me that everything's gonna be okay. And I want someone to be here, put their arms around me, and say everything is gonna be okay. You're safe. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you. I'm here. You know? And in the absence of that right now, I have to search for that within myself, I guess. And, you know, in psychology, they teach you to be your inner parent, right? So when you're working with trauma, or like trauma intervention, they say, you know, for the inner child, for the traumatized inner child, you must, you know, summon your inner parent. It's like, how many people are living within yourself, right? Do I have an inner uncle too that's going to take care of me? Or an inner sugar daddy that can help me? How do I feel right now? I'm thirsty. When I get nervous, I do take my pants off, and that's weird. I don't care. I took my pants off. So I'm walking around with my Coraline blanket around my waist, and you're like, well, why did you take your pants off? Well, I don't know. Like, when I feel nervous, I just take my pants off because it just like my pants feel so restricting, I guess. And right now I'm walking into the room to try to get my water bottle because I need water when I'm feeling nervous, and right now I'm looking for it and I'm not finding it. I found my purse, which has my meds in it and my heart monitor. So what I'm gonna do is make sure that I'm okay as far as my heart goes. But it's making me feel nervous that I can't locate my water bottle. And guess what? Look where my water bottle is. It's right here. So yes, this is an anxiety attack in real time. And anxiety attacks are not the same as panic attacks. So get those separated. Anxiety attacks are different because they just don't happen out of the blue. It's just something that's appropriately matched to what's going on in your head, more so than a panic attack where, you know, you're just like instantly out of the blue, like boom, right? And I'm not going to get into like all this technical bullshit right now. I'm just trying to like show you what it's like when I'm having an anxiety attack, like in the middle of it. So I have my water, and I know that my water is right here. If my water gets too low, I get nervous, even more nervous than I am now. And then sometimes it's hard for me to like walk to the kitchen and fill it up. I know that feels or sounds stupid, but it's real. And I have to have my water cold. So like right now my hands are freezing. It is cold outside, but I have the heat on 75. And you're like, yeah, well, you know, you did take your pants off. Yeah, I took my pants off. And I'm gonna make sure I'm covered up because I'm pretty sure no one wants to see me without pants. Or maybe there's a few perverts out there, maybe. But here's my Coraline blanket that I love. And, no, I don't have like a blankie or anything. It's just, I love the movie Coraline. There's something very soothing about it. Even talking about it kind of like makes me feel a little bit better. So like I had mentioned, I did take extra medication. So what did I take? I took more alprazolam, which is same thing as Xanax. It's prescribed to me. I don't just get it off the streets or borrow it from friends. I've been taking it for almost 17 years now. I'm allowed to take 3 milligrams a day. And then my other medication that I have is the Nadolol, and that's a beta blocker, which like keeps my heart palpitations in check and my tachycardia. So if you're like, what are you talking about? Tachycardia is a rapid heart rate. So a normal heart rate for human beings is like 65 to 100. Okay. So anything 100 plus is called tachycardic, or they'll just call you tacky in the hospital. So what the Nadolol does is it's just like, it does a lot of things for a lot of different symptoms. Okay, but anxiety patients that have had anxiety for a very long time, who are going through bouts of cardiovascular problems as far as palpitations and arrhythmias and, you know, like SVTs and things like that. It's just a useful thing to have around, you know, like, let's say I break out in a panic attack and, you know, while I'm having Xanax, it just happens anyway. So what I can do is just take a beta blocker, and then the beta blocker will take away the symptoms of my palpitations. So right now I'm starting to feel nervous, but kind of like on the borderline of severely depressed. And I still feel like I need to cry, but I can't. Like I've only cried like twice a year. I don't know. So then right now I'm gonna check my heart rate and my oxygen saturation, which I know that I really don't have to do, but it just, I like to see where my heart rate's at. So like I'm getting a good reading right now. So I've got 100% oxygen saturation, and because of my beta blocker, my heart rate is being kind of like stunted from going up to 100 plus. So I'm at a safe range. What else am I gonna do? I'm gonna check my heart as far as doing a single lead read. This is a portable ECG machine or device. It has paddles on each side for your finger pads. Turn it on, and I will do it in real time. So it's 30 seconds long, so just bear with me. It's upside down. I'm sorry about that. All right, so let's try this again. I feel really nervous. So what did my reading say? So when you saw the red, that's abstract, meaning it's just like a bad reading. It's probably from me moving around and shaking. The 91 is the average beats per minute, so my average is good because it's under 100. And it says no abnormalities, so that gives me a peace of mind that I'm not having any kind of like arrhythmia going on. That this is just like regular stress. So what else do I do when I'm nervous other than sit in this chair until I feel better? I try to breathe and I like cough drops. Right now my anxiety is even worse than it was before. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some more Xanax because the amount that I have inside of my body is not working. And that has partly to blame for eating because that buffers the effect of the medication. So I need to take more. So I'm just gonna take like half of a half. So a whole pill is 1 milligrams for the blue ones. And then half of that is 0.5 milligrams. So then if you take a half and split it in half, then you have 0.5 or 0.25 milligrams. So I take one of these little tiny pieces for extra instead of taking the whole half. The stuff's powerful, so you have to be careful. So as you can see, anxiety attack is pretty intense too. I just want to feel better. I mean, all I want to do is just feel normal. And that just seems to be too much to ask. For those who don't know me, I'm 43 years old and I've been dealing with this since I was like 5, 6 years old, and I'm really sick of it. I'm very sad and I'm very sick of dealing with this. And then I rock back and forth a lot, and I've been rocking since I was 2 years old. And then again, I keep on feeling these waves of wanting to cry and I can't. So, like, talking to everyone out there, can you relate to me? Is there anyone out there that can just like comment and say something? Like, please? Again, I feel like I need to cry, but I can't. Like, looking at my eyes, like, are they even sad? I think so. I don't even know. I don't know anymore. I would like to spray my aromatherapy smell that I have up there, but I don't want to move. That's how bad my anxiety is right now. Like, if I even move like a little bit, it disrupts like everything. Does anybody get like that, where your anxiety is so bad you just can't move? Like, you just want to stay in one spot until it just goes away? And yes, I understand I'm supposed to be like breathing and stuff, right? there's a lot going on right now. And it has to do with like my son and like my oldest son and someone that he lost. And there's a lot of sadness going on right now. And my son lives like almost 400 miles away, so I think I need to give myself more of a break. Like, have you ever just like had anxiety and just like beat yourself up so hard for everything, but maybe looking at it in a different perspective, like maybe I should give myself a break? You know, like there's only so much I can do. Like, just because I'm not there doesn't mean I don't care. But then there's the obligation factor. Anyway, anxiety is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I feel bad for anyone who's listening to this that goes through this at all. I go through this every day. Some days are worse than others, but today is pretty bad. And I tried to cover it up. And that's probably the worst thing I could do. You know, I tried calling my mother, you know, but that's probably not the best idea. It's just that I think that no matter what kind of relationship we have with our parents, it's like, I think that whenever we feel sick or sad or desperate, like a natural reaction would be to just like want your mom, you know? But if they're like not the nurturing type, then it's like makes it everything worse. It's like we can expect things from people, but we can't force them to be someone who they're not. You can't force someone to feel the way that you want them to feel towards your situation. You know, you can't force your parents to love you. You know, some parents love their kids, but they don't like them. Some parents like their kids, but they don't love them. Some parents don't like or love their children. Right? So, right now, I feel like my stomach is dropping into my ass, basically. Like, I feel like I just probably have to go to the bathroom or whatever. I feel helpless. I feel depressed. I feel disabled because I am. I feel like I don't want to feel like this anymore. I feel exhausted from feeling like this all the time. I feel ashamed. And I never thought I would say that, but I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed that this is me and this is the way I feel. I feel ashamed that I feel helpless. And but at the same time, if there's people still listening to this, I feel grateful for you. I feel grateful for your compassion. I feel grateful for your ability to listen. I feel grateful for your passion to learn from these experiences. I feel grateful that I have friends out there that I don't know but care about me or care about the context in which I'm talking about subject matter, mental health, caring about one another, supporting each other. That's what I feel grateful for. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Excuse me. I may not ever meet any of you, and I may not ever know who any of you are, but thank you. Thank you for supporting me more than people in my immediate family can't match in a way that they can't match. That means everything to me. So like when you say things to me that's positive, and when you comment like, you know, I feel like this too, you know, you're not alone, you know, I'm having problems, you know, I listen to what you say too. So it matters to me that everyone on this channel can just let it out and just be a community of people that want to help each other. So I don't want to drag this out too long, but I just wanted to kind of bring you through my anxiety attack, and I think I need to put my pants back on. So until then, be the best person that you can be, and remember, do what you love in life, not what you have to, because you only get one life, and you got to follow that purpose. Don't follow someone else's purpose, follow your own, okay? If you like my channel so far, subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you liked this video, please like it so that I know and I can just keep on making more like it if people can benefit from it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.